about visiting. We're going to be talking about the things that we think are important. You hear all the pundits talk about the Republicans don't have anything to run on. They're not, they have no plan. They're not doing anything. Well, yes, we do. We put about $120 billion on the table for cuts that could be made. Some of them were just freezes in spending that could be made at the federal level, but not a single one of them was accepted by the majority party. The entire month of August, we are all out doing a program called America Speaking Out. So go to americaspeakingout.com, and what you can do is go to this particular website and you can leave us your ideas as to what you think needs to be done, needs to be a part of our platform, and how we can regain and take America back. I know how much they depend on what you do here and how important it is for the folks at Eglin and what they are doing as well. And I know that you toil away all the time and probably don't have a lot of people that come by and say thank you very often. But I'm here on behalf of the Congress to say thank you. Think of a cap and trade as a tax on every single individual when they go to turn on the light switch in their house. I mean, it violates a pledge that the president made when he was running for office. And that basically was he wasn't going to raise taxes on those who made less than whatever the number was because it fluctuated all around. So my question is to the current administration, and if politically the Republicans were to take control of the House, the question can be asked of us too, what is your plan? How are you going to create more jobs? And I've already said it. To get this economy moving, you have to allow get out of the way, get government out of the way, and allow small business and the entrepreneurs in this country to be able to do things, to expand, to invent things, to be able to have the opportunity to hire the people who are out there that are currently unemployed today. I have a bill that's out there right now. It's called the Gulf Opportunity Zone bill, and it will do a lot to stimulate this economy and sets up where the states can actually sell bonds to be able to provide revenue for those people that have been involved. A lot of small business incentives that are involved. The minute that people along the southern border feel like if they're in the United States for any extended period of time, they can become citizens, we'll see a flood come across our border. And we don't need that. We need people to come here legally. Most of our families came here the same way as immigrants to this country. Some folks' families were here before we got here. But we are a country of immigrants, but we're a country of people who immigrated here legally. Doing something about the healthcare legislation that was passed, and that is after November, and given the opportunity to try to go in and defund a lot of these boards and commissions. Now the CEO has come out and said they have no way of knowing how many boards, commissions, or new agencies were set up under the healthcare bill that was passed. And you probably heard us talking about trying to keep them from doing things like passing an amnesty bill that would grant amnesty to the illegal aliens that are in this country today. Passing card check, which is really forced utilization that would cripple a lot of the companies and corporations around this country that are not already unionized. Cap and trade. And how little flexibility there is in the leadership that's in Washington, in the House, and Senate, and White House, and how they are taking us off of a cliff, and how the government is oppressing the very engine that drives this country, that is the small business. Constitutionally, they have the right to put it there. And probably from a city planning standpoint, they have a right to put it there. But just because you have a right to put it there doesn't mean that you should put it there. Look, it's open to anybody. Anybody who wants to make a suggestion, whether it's Democrat, Republican, Independent, it doesn't matter who it is. We don't have all the good suggestions in the Republican Congress. the Democrats have some good ideas too, and we have to work together, and we have to accept each other across party lines to get this country moving in the right direction. And they want to see it driven out of Washington, D.C., and that's not something that we want to do. We want to see it driven from the people up. And so this gives anybody an opportunity to talk about the issues that they think are most important for us to address. Where are the jobs that the stimulus bill was supposed to have brought to us? You know, this money did not stimulate the economy as it was sold to many people. To get the economy rolling again, and that is not having the largest tax increase in the history of this country coming upon us after the first of the year. But I'm here to say that we are going to be at a point very soon. I mean, we're past the point now, but we've got to make some tough decisions. One of the goals that I made for this August recess was to read a book that some of you have probably heard about called Atlas Shrugged, written by Ayn Rand in 1957. It is, I mean, I'm only 200 pages into a 1,000-page book, but it is amazing how closely it is tracking what is going on in this country today. Because we cannot continue doing what we're doing. We've got to do a couple of things. Stop the spending, and grow our way out of this. Of course, the last thing that they really need to do is to get that pressure relief well drilled so they can cap it again. But basically, no more coming out of that particular well. We still have a lot of remediation, cleanup to do environmentally, and then, of course, a tremendous amount of work that needs to be done to help rebuild the economy along the Gulf Coast. And then also, we had a website that we had put up called UCut, and it gave people out in the communities the opportunity to say, hey, we think you need to cut money here or there.